Have you ever felt like life had you in a chokehold? Maybe your hometown felt too small or maybe too violent. Your family dynamic was rocky or financial struggles took a toll. You've dreamed of more, but more felt like it was just out of reach. You're about to meet a model and actor who can relate. Michael Dickerson went from a life of gang violence and time behind bars to modeling gigs in print ads and acting gigs on the big screen. His life is proof your past does not dictate your future. So get ready to be inspired as we hear Michael's journey from prison to prime time today on Portia. Welcome to the show. My guest today turned some very painful and rather dangerous life experiences into a powerful testimony that he shares with others. Michael Dickerson entered the street life at just 13 years old. Now, after years of gang-related violence, run-ins with the law, and 2 near-death experiences, Mike says he knew something had to change. So he left the street life and never looked back. And now you can catch him in projects like Tyler Perry's Divorce in Black, House of Pain, Zatima, and the popular crime drama series BMF. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It is so good to have you here. And
Yes.
I just want to say, I thank you and respect you for being willing to talk about some things that can be uncomfortable to discuss.
Yes.
Starting with a rough childhood, right?
Yes.
Just tell me about what was going on with 13-year-old Michael Dickerson, who decided to join a gang.
So basically, my brothers were gang members. My mom was a single mom. It was 5 of us in the house, but she was so busy at work, it was hard for her to raise us. So I lived in the projects with a bunch of my friends. None of us had a father. All of them was gang affiliated or even selling drugs. So with my brothers being gang affiliated, I wanted to follow their steps.
Of course.
Because they was the only male figures I had in the home.
Of course.
So my brothers tried their best to keep me away from that lifestyle, but I try to portray their lifestyle behind their back to the point that I got so deep in it, wasn't no turning around.
So they did not initially know that you were trying to get in the gang, or they knew and were just like, no, man, this is not what we want for you?
No, they didn't know. So
How'd you hide that from her?
So everything I did in the streets, I did not bring it home. So I try to portray, wear the same colors my brothers will wear bandanas like my brothers will wear, but I wouldn't bring it home. So they didn't know, but I got so deep in it to the point they couldn't bring me out because I did so much for that particular gang.
Yeah.
I was known as that, so it was too late.
Yeah. And you had some run-ins with the law as a result, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about what jail time looks like, because we're talking as a teenager and as a young adult, correct?
Yes. So I went to jail for assault and battery and gang affiliation. So I started getting gang tattoos printed on my body behind my brother's back. So once the law got in contact with me, they labeled me as a gang member in the system. So once you get labeled in the system as a gang member, your tattoos pop up, your face pop up. So now you're known as a gang member. So even if you're not, the police know you as a gang member, and he spread the word, oh, he's a gang member, watch out for him. So I just been in and out of jail, and I've been known as a gang member, so I said, if I'm labeled as this, I might as well live as this.
Just as well be it, because this is what everybody's expecting. But was there ever a part of you that was still like, this really isn't me, I'm just stuck here now?
So no, not really, because I lived in that environment, so you got to adapt to your environment. So like I said, all my friends are gang affiliated, so I just said, hey, I might as well be part of it.
I'm about that life now.
Yes.
This is it.
Yes.
Let's talk about where the substance abuse comes into play. Heavy drinking, right?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me more.
I started smoking weed at 13, so all my friends smoke. I never smoked before, so they, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to smoke weed. We go drink. And I was 13, I ain't know no better. I was a kid.
Right.
So when you're around friends, you get influenced.
Right.
Let me look cool. Let me do it too so I can look cool.
Yeah.
So that's what made me start. But I stopped smoking weed because somebody laced my weed with angel dust, PCP. So after that, I was in the hospital for 2 days, came home, never smoked weed again, but I continued to drink. But me being so young, I didn't realize that my drinking only led to more problems. I thought it was helping me, but it
Right,
wasn't.
because that was your medicine, right? That was the
Yes.
prescription for
Yes.
the stress, the trauma,
Alcohol.
the depression, the violence that you were seeing.
Yes.
And you're honest, a part of, right?
Yes. Yes.
You ended up in jail for quite some time.
Yes.
How did that transform you?
So basically, I was in Virginia. I never went to jail in Virginia. I don't know nobody in Virginia. So I did 9 months in Norfolk City Jail. And I went to jail for assault and battery and gang affiliation. So when I got labeled as a gang member, I went in to general population with the opposite gang of me.
Oh.
So it was, yeah, it was very hard.
You were jumped?
Yes, I was. By 6 people.
That
Yes.
was one of the near-death experiences, right?
Yes.
You've also been shot at.
Yes. Yes.
You tell this with such ease that I can't help but wonder how much trauma you have really had to just learn how to manage, but the toll that that takes on your heart and your soul. How are you, before we even get into the acting,
Yes.
how do you recover from just that much life trauma?
You get addicted to the pain. I've been through.
Addicted to the pain.
You get addicted to the pain. Like, it doesn't hurt you no more. Been jumped, been shot at, been robbed. So when you in the streets, you get addicted to the pain that it don't even hurt you no more.
Yeah.
You go to jail, you come home, so you addicted to the lifestyle, you're addicted to the consequences.
But your mother said something
Yes.
that shifted everything for you, right?
Yes, she
How
did.
old were you and what did she say?
I was in jail. I called her from jail, and almost died before. So she called me. When I called to collect, she was crying on the phone. She said, "You're my youngest boy. I don't want to have to bury you." And that's what woke me up. And when I came before, I said, "Mom, when I come home, I promise you, I'm gonna never put myself in a position to lose my life or my freedom ever again." And that was the breaking point for me to turn my life around.
And you were how old?
I was like 32.
32.
Yes.
This
yes.
was a long, your first 10 years of adulthood, this was hard living.
Streets.
But when you went home, you went home on a mission.
Yes.
And things have been different ever since?
Yes, got 1 bag of clothes, 5,000, got on the Greyhound, came to Atlanta, never looked back.
We're going to pause the story right there because everything changed. But you still have to, we still got to talk about how you walk away from such a violence because that can be dangerous too.
Yes.
It's an incredible journey and there's still so much more to Michael's story when we return. He's going to explain packing up everything, coming to a brand new city and staying safe and successful. It's a beautiful story.
Yes.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. So you like the show, huh? Then let's connect on social media. Check us out on Facebook, X, and Instagram at Portia TV Show. I want to thank you for coming back to the table. We are having a really interesting and very candid conversation about what it takes to rise above your circumstances and build a life of purpose no matter how bad the odds are stacked against you. With me now, Michael Dickerson. He was in a gang for nearly 2 decades, survived 2 near-death experiences and decided it was time to make a change when his mother said, "Baby, I don't want to bury you." We were talking about the decision to leave New York because it was dangerous. And when mama says, "I don't want to bury you," that hits home, right?
Yes.
But at some point, so you got out, but at some point you had a little dabbling in modeling.
Yes.
Where did that come into play with the life that you were in?
So basically, one of my friends named Cliff, he was an up-and-coming photographer, and you know, New York's a fashion statement.
Of course.
Fashion state. So he loved the way I dressed. He said, "Bro, let me use you as my test model." So I said, "What's a test model? Let me take pictures of you and see how I come out on my camera." But then he took a photo shoot of me and went viral on social media. So when he seen it go viral, we just kept going.
Yeah.
So since I've been modeling, I've been in 34 magazines.
Wow.
So.
And did you ever, the first time you saw yourself in print, did you ever look at yourself and had you ever thought, "I can model, I've got something more," or was that the first time?
That was the first time, because every time I see male models, they got their shirt off. So I don't see myself with my shirt off.
Yeah.
So I told myself I couldn't be a male model. But then he explained to me modeling is more than just clothes and nakedness. Modeling is a lifestyle, and
Yeah.
he coached me on how to be a model.
So let's talk about this trip, the
Yes.
walk away, the decision to leave family, everyone, and get on a bus and come to Atlanta.
Yes.
How hard is that to do when you have been about that life in a whole other city?
It's hard. It pissed a lot of people off. I got death threats behind it. So people didn't want me to leave the lifestyle because they didn't have a way out, and I made a way out and they didn't.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of bad conversations. But then when I got on the bus, I left all my clothes, left everything. 1 bag of clothes, $5,000. But when I came to Atlanta and then they seen what I was doing, how I was transitioning, they respected it.
Yeah.
So we had a deep conversation about it, and they respected that I find a way out. And they said, if you're gonna leave New York and become a testimony for everybody that's still out here that can't make it out.
Wow. And you've surely done that.
Yes.
How did you end up acting?
I have a friend that works with Tyler Perry. She called me and said, Tyler Perry's shooting a movie, would you like to be a part of it?
Excuse me, can we just pause right there? That very rarely happens. That is truly a blessing and clearly
Yeah.
a sign that
Yes.
God was working in your life, right?
Yes.
So you said, of course,
Yes.
but did you have any acting experience?
No,
That's a hard gig to get with Tyler Perry, with
yeah.
anybody.
I got booked as an extra first.
Uh-huh.
So I guess he loved the way I dressed, and he upgraded my role. So I got on set with Megan
To a
Good.
speaking role, okay.
Yes, got on set with Megan Good. Told me I'm gonna be a bank customer.
Uh-huh.
And I just did the scene. It was like a 1-minute scene. But then a year later, the movie come out, Divorced in the Black. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know my cameo was gonna be that long.
Yeah.
And then the first week, 93 million people watched it, and my face went viral. So after my face went viral, Tyler Perry led to BMF, Wildin' Out, Family Feud, House of Pain, Zatima, Fight Night with Kevin Hart and Taraji.
Right. Oh, I
It
do
just-
remember now.
yeah.
That just,
Yeah, it just the blessings kept coming.
Right.
So I said maybe acting's my calling from God. So I'm just keep going.
So no professional training,
No.
no class. You just know how to memorize lines and you know how to deliver a script.
I just acted on my real life experiences.
Yeah,
I
especially in
turned-
BMF.
Yes.
Right.
So if I didn't know that character, I'll call somebody that really lived that life, and they coached me on how to portray that character. That's what helped me with my acting.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So people really wanted to see you win.
Yes.
Because I think when we think of leaving gang life,
Yes.
that everybody's like literally gunning for you. But
Yes.
that wasn't the case. There
No,
were
it
people
wasn't
who
the
wanted to
case.
see you
At
win.
first, it was the case, because they didn't want me to make it out.
Yeah.
But then when they see me in big Tyler Perry, BMF,
Yeah.
they like, oh, hold on. He about to be a star.
And-
we got to support that.
Yeah.
So they had no choice but to respect it.
Was there a period of time at first though where you still kind of always looking over your shoulder?
Yeah, of course. You always gonna look over your shoulder, especially if you're in the streets. If you really in the streets, you always gonna look over your shoulder, because you gotta worry about police and the friends that's trying to stab you in your back. So you always gonna look over your shoulder. But now I'm in Atlanta. I'm known as an actor, and model. I feel like I'm at peace right now.
Yeah. Peace mentally as well, mental
Yes.
health wise.
Yes.
Drinking not a
Yes.
problem anymore.
Nope. Nope. I keep God
does-
first.
Absolutely. Amen. What does your mother say?
She said, she's so happy because I could call her and tell her what celebrity I'm on set with,
Oh yeah.
and I don't have to call her collect no more. So she loves it. She loves it. Yes.
That hit home. I know
Yes.
all the moms. That hit home.
Yes.
Listen, I want you all to stay with us. Up next, Michael shares the lessons he teaches young people to keep them off of the streets when he's out in these streets, right?
Yes,
Because you're
yes.
still out there trying to make a connection and a
Yes.
difference. Conversation continues right after the break. I don't know about you, but my heart is full. This is a beautiful conversation. I'm just so grateful for all the lessons that you so vividly and candidly share. I know you spend a lot of time with young people. Why is that important?
Because I don't want the youth to make the same mistakes that I made. So if I could save somebody's life, my job is done.
So you speak in schools, civic settings, community groups.
Yes. I give out things to the kids, I do fireworks shows for the kids, give out clothes to the homeless. So I just try to do what I can.
You ever see yourself getting to go back to New York or Virginia and do the same?
Yeah, that's my goal, to blow up here, then go back to New York, to my neighborhood where I grew up at, and rebuild something.
And we got to shout out your neighborhood. Where in New York are you?
West Brighton, Staten Island.
That's right, of course. I was like, you can't come here with this beautiful New York accent and not narrow down a borough. So, so let's talk, because there's some things that you routinely say, and I want you to sort of expound on them for me here. One of the lessons you like to share with young people is that loyalty kept you in spaces common sense should have taken you out of long before. Explain.
So basically, like, I know this situation could get me in trouble, but I'm so loyal to my friends, I didn't say no. But God told me to leave, but my loyalty to my friends kept me in that situation that I knew was a dead end, but I still did it.
So the lesson there for young people is, I mean, there's loyalty, and then there's still, listen, if it's not making sense, if it's not right, it's still not right.
Yes.
Yeah.
God will give you signs. Leave.
Yeah, understood. Lesson number 2, don't be so thirsty for opportunity that you drink from every cup handed to you. That's how you get poisoned.
Yep. Because everybody's not your friend. People, yeah, I got you. Yeah, you're my friend. Yeah, I'm going to look out for you. But it's not in their best interest. You don't know what their intentions are, because you can't think for somebody else. So don't be so thirsty to move ahead or blow up when you don't know the other person's intentions or what they're going to do with you.
Before we get to lesson 3, I want to sit tight there in that moment. So how does that affect you in your day-to-day life? Because I'm sure there's still maybe even opportunities that come up that you're like, sounds good, but not quite.
Yes.
Does that sort of carry over still into your own life?
Yeah, it carries into my acting career. Like, they say all money's not good money.
Yeah.
So I get offered roles, I look at it, nah, can't do it. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. So yeah.
But it seems like you're still intentional about taking roles that sort of mirror the lives of some of the other brothers and sisters from your past life.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Why is that part of the narration still so important?
So
even though it's not your life anymore.
Yeah, so it's easy to portray that life because I actually lived it. But it shows that you could take that negative environment and do something positive with your life.
Yeah.
And let you know that this is just TV. TV is not real. So you might see me doing things that could get me life in prison or I could die, but it's just acting. That don't mean just because I'm doing it in the film, don't go on the streets and do it.
That does not mean I want you to follow in my footsteps.
Yes.
Which brings us to lesson 3. There are only 2 ways out of the streets. Walk away or be carried away.
Yes, because it's the only way. If you look at most kingpins and gang leaders, they never leave their life unless they die or go to prison for life. We rarely see a TV where they made it out the life.
Yeah.
So you rarely see that. And the people that made it out the life, they don't want to go back.
Yeah.
So if you made it out, the best thing to do is to tell the truth. Like, look at me, I made it out. You can too.
And your brothers did too, correct?
Yes.
So what's that like now for all of you in your older, wiser selves, that you did make it out?
So my brother...
And God answered the prayers of your mother.
Yeah, so my brother, he's on my Facebook. He watches me closely. He's so happy for me.
Yeah.
Because at first he was mad.
Your brother was one of the people who was mad that you left?
No, he was mad that I followed his footsteps into the gang life.
Right.
Because he wanted better for me.
Yeah.
But now he's seen me on TV, modeling, acting. He's like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, he's happy now.
And how much does your relationship with God play into what happens every day and what we'll see from you in the future?
Every day. Every day I wake up, I thank God for letting me see another day. Because I have friends that's not here no more.
Yeah.
I got friends that's never come home. So I'm here to tell the story for them that can't tell it.
Yeah.
So I pray every day. Whatever I do, keep God first.
One day there's a wife, one day there's kids,
Yeah.
one day there's a picket fence.
I
All those things
Yes.
are the things that you want, the things that the little Mike never could dream of, huh?
Yeah, I came to Atlanta, found the love of my life, and working on building a family. Yes.
That's beautiful.
God is good.
All the time. And so are you. Your steps are anointed, young man.
Thank
you
you
for sharing your story here.
Yes.
So very grateful.
Yes.
We'll be right back. You've heard the saying, tough times don't last always, but tough people always do. I feel like Mike Dickerson is literally a model of how true that expression is for all of us. I'm grateful he shared his powerful story here in such a candid and sincere way. What a remarkable example of what real and lasting transformation looks like. If you know someone who needs to see this episode, tell them to watch on Fox Soul and be sure to be the reason why someone smiles today.